Hey guys, how's it going? I'm James Bennett, your rent-to-rent property coach, and welcome to my channel. I hope that you like the content coming up, and if you do, please like and subscribe to our channel for all our weekly property investing hints and tips. Now today we're going to be looking at what rent-to-rent is and how much does it cost to typically set up a rent-to-rent deal. Now first of all, what is rent-to-rent? Rent-to-rent is when you rent a property from a landlord at a set price for X amount of years. Typical deals are between 3 and 5 year periods. We then rent out the property on a room by room basis if it's a HMO, or on a nightly basis if we're using the property for serviced accommodation. Serviced accommodation is just like a little mini hotel without the staff. Our preferred method, however, is rent-to-rent HMO, as we find it's easier to manage and it generates a more consistent cash flow. Now, the types of properties what we target are generally rundown student properties. The reason why we target these is because we find them easier to acquire from the landlord, and they are generally located in very good positions, close to local amenities, town centres, etc., etc., which work very well for working professionals. So that's a brief run through of what is rent-to-rent. Now, what are the costs involved in setting up a rent-to-rent HMO? Now, as you can imagine, you've got to convert the house from a rundown student property into a nice, clean, modern, high-end business model. So yes, there is definitely going to be some sorts of costs involved. So what we do, we basically conduct an uplift of the property. When we get these student properties, typically they have tired kitchens, they'll have dreary bathrooms, they'll have plain white walls, tired furniture, boring carpets, dreary curtains, and they don't look very appealing at all. So the first thing what we do when we get one of these rent-to-rent HMO properties, we go in there and we remove all the outdated furniture. We then check all the safety equipment, such as smoke alarms, fire door, gas appliances. We make the house nice and safe. We then start to tackle the kitchen and the bathroom. Now, as these are the main features of the property, we like to have these in great order, and we give them a little bit of special treatment. So we'll basically replace the taps, we'll reseal, we'll regrout, maybe do a little bit of tiling, we'll replace the floor with new lino if required, and we fully decorate. Now, the kitchen's always the biggest job in the property. What we first of all, when we get in there, we'll replace any broken doors, any damaged worktops, damaged units, new handles. And one of our quick little tips is we'll basically remove all the doors from the kitchen. We'll take them down to our local car spraying body shop. We'll have all these sprayed, lovely new colour, and it'll look like we've had a whole brand new kitchen. We then move on to the rest of the property. When we decorate throughout the property, we add feature walls using modern colours and create a great finish. We use colours such as greys and whites with splashes of colours here and there to create this high-end, nice, modern, appealing look. We also tackle all the old furniture, so we'll remove all the old furniture and we'll replace it with nice, durable replacements. And here's a little breakdown of the amount we typically spend when we're doing a rent-to-rent HMO property. So we generally set a budget of between $5,000 and about $5,500. Yeah, sometimes we spend a lot less, sometimes we spend a little bit more, but this is kind of an average, typical deal on how much it costs to set up. And the way which we allocate this money, first of all, we'll have a skip on site, which costs about 180 quid. We'll replace all the furniture. We'll budget for about £1,500 to replace all the furniture in the property where required. We also, as I mentioned before, respray all the kitchen to make it look like we've had a brand new kitchen installed. And this costs around £500. Regrouting the kitchen, replacing the taps, we've got a budget of around £500. decorating throughout the property and bringing it up to a very nice standard. We spend about £1,500 doing this. We also have a little pot of about £500 so we can replace appliances such as white goods, dishwashers, etc. We then spend some money on soft furnishing, so you'll have the nice cushions here and there. We have some new blinds, obviously, and curtains in the bedrooms. We have a budget of around £600 for this. We also then have like a small contingency pot, because there's that many little bits and bobs that go into a property. It's pretty hard to itemise them all in a quick video like this. So we'll have a pot of, say, £1,000 for the bits and bobs. So let's say we've gone out there and we've spent all this money and this property is of a really good standard. All our properties that averagely make £800 per month in profit. So once we've invested the money initially into creating our rent-to-rent deal, it normally takes us between 6 and 7 months before we've recuperated all of our initial investment, and then we're in profit. And if you've got the deal for, say, like, I don't know, typically like a 4-year deal on the property, you're going to have a total profit of £30,500 just from that one deal. So you can clearly see why rent-to-rent is becoming such a popular property investing strategy. And it doesn't stop at one deal. Once you've got one deal, you can keep getting more deals. You don't need to just have one rent-to-rent deal. You can have 3, 4, 5 deals. And this monthly cash flow quickly stacks up and creates you a very good monthly return on your investment. And you don't have to go through the lengthy, costly purchase price of a property. Now, if you're looking to purchase a typical property, say of £100,000, you've got to fork out 25 grand for the deposit. You've also then got your solicitor's fees and all the other fees what go around purchasing a property. And purchasing a property takes a good while as well. You can't just go out there and pick one off the shelf and collect the keys within a couple of weeks. It takes months, if not even up to 6 months sometimes, in order to just purchase a property. So rent-to-rent is really quick, and you only need 5-6 grand to get yourself one of these deals. Now, there's loads of deals out there at the moment in the current climate. These deals are easy to come by if you've got the correct contracts and you've also had the correct training. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you need any further assistance, please do not hesitate to get in contact. Drop me a message, find me on Facebook, and please guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm James Bennett, and I hope you've had a great day. Thanks everybody for watching.